Hello guys, how you doing out there? Today is April 17th, it's Friday, and I am Kenitha Amour-Porter with Journey with the Entrepreneur Mommy. So today I want to talk about all this time that we have, right? And so because it's been like a month and a half, we have been in isolation because of COVID-19. And hopefully you guys are all out there that are safe and your family's safe, hopefully. But because we have all this extra time and we like I think the first month everybody was kind of trying to figure out like what to do with themselves, or maybe the first couple of weeks. And then you start thinking about what you're missing. So, I start really missing spending time with not my immediate family in my home, because I make sure that I spend a lot of time with them, but like my sisters and my parents and my nieces and my nephews and my good friends and aunts and uncles that I love and I love to check in on, but I never had time. And being a business owner, especially a small business owner, like that's your baby, right? You want to make sure that you give it the attention it needs for it to grow. You sometimes don't even just like, oh, I'm busy, I got to do this. And yes, of course I am busy, but during this time it made me realize that everything that was on my plate wasn't necessary. And as I started thinking about it, I'm like, okay, so I'm always busy, right? But now all that stuff has, yes, I'm still doing orders and I'm fulfilling different things. So I'm still working, but I still have a crazy amount of time on my hands. So I'm like, what was I feeling with all this time? And so I'm like, let me kind of sit down and write it out. So the other day I was kind of sitting down and I was writing it out, and I'm like, this is like my schedule. This is what I'm doing and what is beneficial and what's necessary. And then what's just busy time, things that I'm doing that um, doesn't align with what I'm trying to do, doesn't produce any fruits. Um, I know you have a lot of things on your list, right? And it's so funny that it wasn't like watching TV or watching movies. It was like meetings I was going to and appointments I was holding. And so this time I'm learning, like, wait a second, I'm taking this time to say what was really necessary, what was beneficial to either myself, my family, my business, and what was really just busy work. And I am like cutting a lot of that out. So when we do get out of this and we're, back to normal, our new normal, because I don't think everything will be I don't think it'll be the same, but we go back to our new normal. What are the things that I'm going to be cutting out? And I think that that's something that we all should kind of think about, because me spending more time with my sisters is very important, and I'm going to make sure that I'm doing that. Of course, me spending time with my parents, my aunts and uncles, and good friends. And I'm going to make sure I have all time for all of that, because life is too short. We don't know what's going to happen. The end of last year, none of us would be thinking that we would spend almost a quarter of the year, if not more, in isolation, and we won't be able to go and see our friends and family and loved ones, and we won't be able to do our regular routines. So that's really what I want to challenge you with, is kind of make a list of what you were doing. Why were you so busy? Now, I do know I was busy because not only the business, and I make sure that I spend time with my family, but then my younger kids, they're still in sports and they have like crazy active lives. So of course, me and my husband are chauffeurs and we're taking them here and there or whatever, right? But still, I still have a ton of time. So even when I mapped out like the things that I do, and I took all the things that was busy work, right? And still put in like, basketball practices and basketball games and swim meets and extra activity stuff and all that stuff. I still had a ton of time. And I'm like, okay, now I'm going to put in the things that really, really matter. So yeah, it's Friday. You have the weekend to think about it, or actually the week until the next time we talk, and kind of think about what's important to you, what you haven't been able to do. Oh, another thing too, I found that I have a couple of loves, like some things that I love. So I've been wanting to do a garden and kind of revamp all of my landscaping for some time now. I have a girlfriend who is a landscaper. She does beautiful work. And we have already been in talks about what we want to do to transform like our front yard and also our backyard. And so because of this time, she can't work on it, but it's some things that I could do. So we were out there, me and my son and my husband were out there, and we were tearing, out the things that didn't need to be back there, getting rid of some weeds. And oh my goodness, I think I love it. I absolutely love being out there, and I absolutely love being with plants and learning new things. And so that was really huge. And now I'm just excited because every day I'm kind of looking at something new and looking at different bushes and trees and plants and different things for my garden. So that's a new passion of mine that I wouldn't have. I mean, yes, she's still coming and she's going to do some amazing things. But there's some little things that I can do and that I'm enjoying doing. And she could do the big landscaping, and then I know how to upkeep and keep it going and make it because I didn't have a green thumb, but now I know I'm a little dangerous, right? And so that's something that I love doing. So what have you found that you love doing? I actually love my tea time. So I'm a coffee drinker. I drink it because for one, I love like warm drinks, and I drink it for energy. Like, oh my goodness, I need some more coffee because I'm constantly going. But yeah, so since I haven't had to go, I've been like really enjoying my tea and finding all these different herbal teas and things that are good for just different things. I've been able to research on my product and actually find new ingredients that will work or actually take my product to a whole nother level. So I've been able to do that. And all these things I'm talking about is very, very important. And if I didn't have this time and try to figure it out, I would still be busy, 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 running around, chasing what? So just make sure that you kind of evaluate and see what you need to cut out that's busy work, and see if you have some new loves and some new things that you absolutely love to do and it brings you calm and peace. And the family members and friends that you long to see now because we're all kind of cooped up, make sure you make time to see them when this is all over. So, Kanitha Amour-Porter here, and thank you for journeying with an entrepreneur mommy. But wait, we have to do our so out of the 2 boxes, the dream or shine, I decided to do a dream because we have time to actually look at what we want to dream about. And so, our message for today, it says, follow your dreams, they know the way. And this is a wonderful time for us to do just that, to follow our dreams, to kind of write down, even to have time to dream, right? And you'd be surprised that so many people don't. So take out time to dream, figure out what it is, write it out, and as you're dreaming, it'll tell you the way. So that's a little message. Until next time, see you soon. Bye.